shut the door here. That ball is well hit, and the right fielder's going to go back and just look at that one. And so
you guys might be wondering, Fuzzy, why did you just show us a pixelated clip from what seems like it came a decade ago? Well, it actually was 12 years ago on the date that Chris Sale faced Jacob deGrom in college, and Jacob deGrom won that battle by hitting a home run. I miss Jacob deGrom, but hey, the good news is he's about to go into rehab and he's nearing a return. What's going on, everyone? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another MLB recap. We have a lot to talk about today. Joey Votto was hot and very angry against the Cubs, if I might say so myself. He was just cursing at him left and right. Evan Longoria might be back on the Hall of Fame track. And last but not least, the Phillies defense imploded yet again. I want to save you guys some money, so if you're going to any baseball games or concerts anytime soon, head on over to SeatGeek, use code Fuzzy to save 20 bucks off, and without further ado, let's start the recap. You guys know I tend to lean towards liking the Yankees, so I'm going to say they should not be playing these close games versus the Orioles, or maybe Baltimore is just that one team that has always been the thorn in the side team versus the Yankees. So JP Sears is making his debut. He blanks the Orioles through the first 3 innings, but Wells of the Orioles was matching him pitch for pitch. Well, that's until the 3rd inning where Miguel Andujar singles home Aaron Judge. I miss peak Andujar. Once upon a time as a rookie, he had 76 extra base hits in about 140 games, which is otherworldly. Then Adley Rutschman tries to do a little bit too much. He throws it into center field. Gleyber Torres scores, and then Andujar, he gets credited with that stolen base. JP Sears, a fantastic debut in front of his family. It really helped out the Yankees because their bullpen has been plagued by injuries as of late. He goes 5 shutout with 5 Ks, and we got to give Clay Holmes a cool nickname. I'm thinking the Terminator, because why? With that out, he now has his 5th save of the year. Has not allowed a run in 23 consecutive innings. He just terminates hitters. The editing gods bless me on this one. They must have felt bad because they saw me spill coffee all over myself while making today's script. This is a quick game to recap because Jake Berger ordered a number 3, probably animal style on the fries, finished it off with a Coke. Translation, all that I'm trying to say is Jake Berger hit a 3-run home run. Giolito gave up 1 run in the first, but got better and better with every single inning. 7 strikeouts in 6 innings. The Aussie, Liam Hendricks, comes in to close it out. He now is number 1 in the American League with 14 saves after leading the American League in saves a year ago with 38. The White Sox are back over 500, and they're looking to hopefully catch the Twins, but the Twins are playing pretty good. We'll talk about them in just a moment. Seth Brown went lefty-lefty with no runners on. We've been talking about Seth Brown all year, the fact that he really only comes in clutch when runners are in scoring position. Paul Blackburn burns the Mariners offense. He shut them down entirely. 1 hit through 5 1/3. He has a 1.78 ERA on the season, but only a 6.8 strikeouts per 9, so we love to see it. And see, kids, you do not have to strike out every single hitter that you face in order to be efficient. Robbie Ray strikes out 10, but he does allow 3 earned runs after that 2-run shot from Elvis Andrus, and Luis Barria grabs the insurance run in the 9th, and Danny Jimenez, he appreciates the gesture, but he didn't need it. A 1-2-3 inning, he collects his 10th save, and good for him. You know, it's not good. The Mariners, they fall to 18-17. Just maybe we expected too much for them a little bit too soon. The Rangers and the Angels, Mitch Garver and Anthony Rendon, they trade some RBIs, but Mitch is able to rally the troops after this moonshot. Mitch Garver is one of my favorite players in baseball, especially because he's a power catcher, and you can't really find that all too often. Cole Calhoun continues his assault on his former team. He blasts a 2-run shot, so he's now batting .400 with 3 home runs and 7 RBIs and 7 games started against the Angels this year. He has been a cheat code against his former team. Glenn Otto must have heard me talking that ish the last time that we talked about him. 3 hits, 1 earned run with 7 strikeouts, a fantastic start. And then the guys who are making a lot of money this year, Marcus Semien and Corey Seager, they drive in a few. Semien on the sac fly, and Corey Seager beats the shift to bring home the 6th run of the day. And then Brad Miller makes it 7 runs total on the day, and the Angels fall to 13-10 in May, which is still pretty good. But the Rangers, surprisingly, are 12-9, and they're looking better and better as the days progress. The Tigers and the Twins, this pitch, I'm not even going to discuss it because you just have to listen to it.
Try to get a good night's sleep the night before.
Oh, that is crushed.
Trevor Larnach. My goodness gracious, that ball had a family, my man. Just the sound, the crack. Oh, it almost made me tear up. Harold Castro answers for the Tigers, and once upon a time, he said that he could hit a home run every single at-bat if he wanted to. Maybe he was right because he goes 425 feet in the 8th inning. That one ties it up at 2 apiece. And that's a no for me, dog. That is 1000% a ball. I don't care if it's too close to take. You do not call that ball, especially to Miggy, with a 3-2 count and the bases loaded. So we head to extra innings where the Candyman, it's almost a good thing for Jeimer Candelario that Miggy struck out, because now he has an opportunity to hit this pitch to dead center. That is a 2-run home run, barely over the glove of Celestino. Torkelson ends it on a nice catch in foul territory, and the Tigers come away with a 4-2 victory against their interdivision rival, even though there's not really a rivalry there because the Tigers are not good this year, and hopefully they get better and better, but right now a little stinky. The Astros and the Guardians, this series has kind of been like the NBA playoffs. It's been a blowout, and then a close game out of nowhere. Cal Quantrill and Christian Javier were battling through 4 shutout innings each, and it's not going to stay that way because Jose Sierra uses his blazing speed to hit a double and then scores on a sac fly from the former Cleveland star Michael Brantley. Javier gets replaced just 1 out away from going 6, but he struck out 9 Guardians and now owns a dazzling 2.43 ERA. Jason Castro takes advantage of Ahmed Rosario. Ahmed has a noodle arm, and Yordan Alvarez is able to score on that sac fly. That's a big time run because Naylor scores on a wild pitch, but the Houston Astros, with the help of Montero and Presley, they shove it in my face. They each throw an inning of no-hit baseball, and Ryan Presley collects save number 7. The Astros are 1 win away from 30. They're 29-16. Evan put the long in Longoria yesterday. He belted this one 410 feet to dead center for a 3-run tater. The future Hall of Famer is back on track. I'm calling it right now. He will make it. And there's Jock Peterson. He now has 4 home runs in the last 24 hours. And the secret, I don't know, ask Barry Bonds, because Jock Peterson and Barry had a talk right before the game that he had 3 home runs.
I haven't been doing great at the plate, and was just talking to him a little bit. I don't know. Next thing you know, it was like 6:25, and I was like, yo, I got to go to the game. But I don't know, just help connect some dots to free my mind up at the plate. I've talked to great hitters before. They're not as in-depth, I guess, as him.
Wilmer Flores has an RBI double, and Mike Yastrzemski drives one out to join the home run party. Longoria wants another, so for his career, he has 319 home runs, a 120 OPS plus, and a 57.4 baseball reference WAR, and he has that much because his defense was insane to begin his career. Now, speaking of defense, Jeff McNeil gave it all up on this one. That had to hurt because it was the knee first and then the face. His grit is absolutely unmatched. His dog-dem rating is all the way at 100. He did have to leave the game, but I think he's going to be all right. Jake Junis was fairly solid, only allowing 2 earned runs against the Mets. One of them, of course, to Francisco Lindor, who now has 6 home runs and about 30 at-bats versus Junis in his career, so he owns that guy. The Nationals versus the Dodgers, Julio versus Eric Fedde. This pitcher's duel was on in Washington. Fedde goes 6 shutout with 6 strikeouts, but he's not lined up to get the W, as Julio Urias was just as good. And even when Washington scored, it was small damage, but that 1 single run was just enough. Eric Fedde is going to get the W because Cesar, he poked one through, and that's the game's only run. Soto ends up on a catch at the wall as Tanner Rainey picks up his 4th save, and Washington needed that because they did not want to get swept by the Dodgers, especially because they have Trey Turner. The Brewers and the Padres, I guess today's MLB recap is super hyped about the Obi-Wan Kenobi release because there was some serious dueling of fates going on. So we have another pitcher's duel. Aaron Ashby and Yu Darvish were fighting for their lives. San Diego breaks through in the 5th, and then the Brewers play the Uno reverse card in the 6th inning. Tellez ties it at 1-all. Tyrone Taylor barely misses a home run in back-to-back games, but he is going to settle for a go-ahead sac fly, and this made my jaw drop. I thought that they were going to turn the double play, but either way, it's still a sick play, a sick web gem. Devin Williams has been huge in that closing role ever since Josh Hader has been out, and between Devin and Josh, they have now combined for 19 saves on the year. Both the Padres and the Brewers are now 28-16. Joey Votto does not like his team being down by 2, so his solo shot cuts it to 2-1. That is his 2nd tater of the year, and the scoring continues in the 3rd. Pham knocks in Garcia, and Joey Votto delivers for his squad again with a 2-run triple, so a big day at the office for him, and Luis Castillo was the definition of good. Not perfect because he did allow 2 earned runs early, but he settled down and struck out 6 along the way. Now, we had some action later as Joey Votto took offense to a high pitch from Rowan Wick, and then he got walked on 4 pitches. I don't know why Joey was so upset, but he was just yelling a lot, and Marcus Stroman was in the dugout like, what are we doing? Anywho, look at Nick Senzel saving the game. What a grab in center field. Hunter Strickland tried his best to implode and throw this game away, but he gets the strikeout and he notches his 1st save of the year. The Rays and the Marlins, another 1-run game. The Wander kid has been struggling as of late. Wander Franco, he has confidence up the you-know-what, so even though he's slumping, he's going to figure it out eventually. Franco doubles in Kiermaier, and the Rays use that as motivation. Randy is having a monster month of May. He's hitting .326 with 4 home runs, 14 RBIs, 4 stolen bases, and a ton of web gems in left field. Big Harold, when he makes contact, he deletes baseballs 423 feet to the Hubble telescope. And look at his baseball savant page. When he makes contact, he mashes the baseball, even though he swings at absolutely everything. So Miami, they make it interesting, but Poche is able to settle down and actually get the final out for his first save of the year, and the Rays come away with the 5-4 victory. The Braves and the Phillies, the Braves are looking for a series win versus Philadelphia, and yeah, they're gonna get it because William Contreras, this kid is so good. 7 home runs and a 207 OPS plus as a catcher. Sheesh. Well, some bad news for Atlanta fans. This one is back to even after Gene the Hit Machine goes the other way to score Bryce Harper in the 5th. The Braves are gonna need some runs, and what in the actual F is this? The throw through the wickets of everyone. 1, 2, 3 different players. So that's a run. And then Austin Riley belts his 9th of the year. He's now up to 20 RBIs. Then Dansby Swanson socks one for his 6th home run, and Orlando Arcia wants some production as well. He doubles in Contreras. The Braves are 7 games back of the Mets, and the Phillies are 8 games back. So let me know in the comment section down below, who do you think is going to win that division? And last but not least, the Pirates and the Rockies. CJ Cron had a 427-foot placata. That completes a big 4-run third inning for the Rockies, but luckily for Zach Thompson, this is the pitcher for the Pirates, his offense bailed him out. Hayes and Gamble, they kind of do the dirty work. They start the scoring in the 3rd, and Jack proves that there was room on that door. That's a Titanic reference. I'm sorry, that was terrible. But Jack Sawinski ropes a 3-run ding-dong to knot it up at 5 runs apiece. The rookie now has 5 home runs. His OPS plus could be a little bit better, but hey, 5 home runs is 5 home runs. Gamble grabbed his 2nd RBI single of the game, and that was right before Van Meter connects for a big boy 3-run shot. Rookie Cal Mitchell drives in his 2nd career RBI, and the Pirates, they finally score more than 4 runs in a game for the first time in 2 weeks. Well, everyone, that is going to do it for today's recap. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, do not forget to leave a like and subscribe. And to end today's video, let's roll the web gems. Actually, real quick before we talk about the web gems, I want to give a shout out to Toasty, Mr. Garrett, Jeremy Pena, Rookie of the Year. I actually agree with that. Hugo Flores and Osama. Thank you all so much for the extra support. And then last but not least, Matt Adventures. What do you think of Jerry Dipoto and the Mariners? I just think that they're not playing well right now, but they're going to get better.
And he shoots the slider into right field. Santander made the catch. Runner goes, big jump, pitch into left center. Senzel coming on, sliding grab, a sprint back to first from his knees. The throw to first.
And a line drive into left. Yelich coming on fast, makes the catch with a slide.
A lot of field. How about that? 1-2 with the runners on the corners, and that is pulled to 3rd. Tough play for Candelario, and he makes it easily. Vacuum at the hot corner. Candelario makes 2 nice plays in